central part of Italy.
Central, yeah, we saw the central. It was right after we were in Florence, and we weren't even thinking about earthquakes there. And I thought, you know, really.
It's in the area called Abruzzo, and then you
The
have
work
it
is
in
to
the
stabilize the
Marche,
building after earthquakes.
Okay. We call it as collapse. You see, you just have this section of the outer circle, but you will have to imagine that it will be completely shut all the way around, and that the seats would go all the way up to the top. You see where you have this blocks of marbles on the top right section right there. You would have seats all the way up to the top.
Wow.
So it would be really sort of suffocating with all the spectators coming in here, fighting on the arena. And yeah, we are lucky enough covered right there. I'm gonna try to explain this the best possible. You see the blocks, and then you see that some of the blocks on the right side are covered with this red brick sections, right? All red brick. That was how it used to look like. It was completely covered. So that is also why you see this uneven surface there. The Romans would never allow an uneven surface in this way, but the outer surface is the one which is perfect.
Difficult to see in the sun, but there's a seating area reconstructed.
Completely covered with the bricks.
So what are they doing over here?
They're restoring part of the outer section. Yeah. That's why you can't walk up that way. Usually you can buy an extra ticket where you see the underground. This specific one.
Constantine Arch.
You've been to New York City.
Gladiators.
We are walking along the Palatine Hill.
This arch has an incredibly importance for specifically for one group of people, which is the Jewish population all around the world. Because remember, in that the Temple of Jerusalem that was destroyed by the Romans in 70 AD, you do it, but back in the days you could walk underneath. They can't do it as a sign of respect towards the menorah. Now, as we walk down here, we will be walking on this original Roman street. At least the stones are original, which will be called the Sacred Way. Right there. And one of the oldest streets of Rome. And the Appian Way that we were talking about, right, which reached down to approximately 589 kilometers. That would be 260 to 270 miles. It would be called a consular way because it was sponsored by the consuls. By the end of by the peak of the empire, the Romans had built up over 100,000 kilometers of streets. That would be 45 to 50,000 miles of streets.
Tiberian Palace.
It's one of the imperial buildings, let's say so. You can just come in here.
Church was built inside the temple.
Turn right, you will bend to the right, you just keep walking all the way up when you get to this is how much dirt has been excavated here in order to find all of this.
So it's still from the Tiber River covered all of this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Notice the doors. That was the level of the earth when excavation started. What remains of the Roman Senate building.
Betting money, playing games, and those two are the so-called tabule lusorie. That is the sign of the biglie, the glass balls games. So these people would have to stand on a specific spot, throw the ball game, the glass ball, and reach out to one of the hosts there to win money. And they found over 60 of those tabule illusorie, so-called, all the way around. They were board games, basically. So
and this is called
Basilica Julia, which was built by Julius Caesar. Julia.
Okay.
And it was built on top of another integration. These ones they belong to the former building from the 1st century BC that was called the Tabularium. On top of it, you have a 1400s building, which is today the City Hall of Rome.
Okay.
The facade was designed by Michelangelo. It will be up there in a while. It's amazingly beautiful. So integration of old and new. But the Tabularium was the genius part of the story. The Romans understood that if they wanted to glorify the history, and also for the future generation, they had to keep track of everything that was happening in the country. And so that's why they're not one after the other, consequential one after the other, but they are based on the distance within the house and this one here. So you can have like Via Trionfale, 182, and then 10 meters later it will be 10 numbers later, and you go up all the way to 8,000 because it's a very long street, and it all starts from here.
Theater Othello, I believe, or also known as the Little Colosseum. Much of the design ended up in the Colosseum. Only the white part is original.